Most people think of Saint Therese of Lisieux as soft and childlike, the little flower, a saint associated with gentle faith and simplicity. But that image begins to change when you actually look at her life. What appears instead is something far more complex, deeply sensitive, even melancholic at times, and yet remarkably determined. When Therese was only 15 years old, she tried to enter Carmel. She was told no, too young, not ready. Most people would have stopped there. She didn't. She kept asking. She went to priests. She appealed to superiors. She refused to accept no as final. And eventually she did something almost unthinkable. She traveled to Rome, and during a public audience with Pope Leo XIII, she directly asked him to allow her entrance into Carmel. She was escorted away, but shortly after, permission was granted. That is not a passive personality. That is persistence under pressure. But her story doesn't begin there. As a child, Therese was extremely sensitive, emotional, easily overwhelmed. Small things affected her deeply. Then something changed. On Christmas night in 1886, she later described a decisive interior shift, what she called her complete conversion. From that moment, she began to describe her life as a movement from victory to victory. Something had changed in her, not her feelings, but her will. Therese did not aim for small holiness. She wanted everything: missionary work, martyrdom, total union with God. In Story of a Soul, she writes a line that reveals this clearly. I chose all, not part, not enough, all. Inside Carmel, her life became hidden, quiet, and often painful. She was misunderstood, sometimes disliked, often humiliated in small ways. She suffered illness, emotional dryness, interior darkness. Yet her response remained steady, not retaliation, not withdrawal, but patient, deliberate charity. And this is where she is most often misunderstood. People see gentleness and assume weakness, but in Therese, gentleness was not softness. It was strength under control, a will fully surrendered to God. This is where temperament becomes helpful. The choleric temperament is associated with determination, persistence, and strong will. And when you look at Therese's life as a whole, a pattern emerges. A girl who refused no, a woman who pursued her vocation relentlessly, a soul with absolute clarity of purpose. Not loud strength, but steady, unbreakable strength. Was Saint Therese of Lisieux choleric? We cannot say for certain. She also shows deep sensitivity, emotional depth, and contemplative suffering. But one thing is undeniable. There was steel in her soul. And perhaps this is why her spirituality continues to speak so powerfully today, because it reveals something unexpected. Holiness does not erase personality, it transforms it. The little way is not small because it is weak. It is small because it is completely surrendered, not relying on self, but on God. In Saint Therese, we do not find weakness disguised as holiness. We find strength transformed by grace. Saint Therese of the Child Jesus and of the Holy Face, pray for us.